In the Dallas Wings' final preseason game against the Toyota Antelopes, Paige Bueckers had a really impressive showing, and we are here to break it all down. Paige had 15 points, 5 rebounds, and 6 assists in this game. She did this in 3 quarters, and she also shot it 75% from the field. She shot it 50% from the 3, so she had a very impressive showing. And granted, they were not playing against what I think is WNBA competition, especially given the fact that they won by 70, but still, we got to see a glimpse of what Paige Bueckers is going to be able to do in the WNBA. If she plays any like this, I think we're going to see Paige Bueckers winning the Rookie of the Year. I know Sonia Citron is probably going to be in that race, but Paige Bueckers will probably get that award, and we're in for a real treat in the WNBA because we're having so many young players coming in who are going to lift this game. We know what Caitlin Clark has done for the game. Paige Bueckers doesn't have to be Caitlin Clark to make an impact. She has a very strong fan base. A lot of people who hate Caitlin Clark are probably going to root for Paige Bueckers. So what we need to see is Paige Bueckers actually perform, because if she performs, it's just going to have a whole lot of more conversation revolving around the league. And if the goal is to grow the league, you need everybody performing, because Caitlin Clark can do her part, but everybody else has got to do their part too. And one more thing before we get into the film breakdown, I've seen a whole lot of people saying Paige Bueckers' game is boring. For everybody saying her game is boring, I have to respectfully disagree. I think Paige Bueckers is a very fun player to watch, and I think these clips are going to prove it. Now, I want you to look at this first play from Paige Bueckers. Dejanay Carrington gets a steal, and off that steal, Paige Bueckers ends up with the ball in the front court, and she makes this quick decision to get the ball down to the player who's cutting to the basket. That's an easy assist for Paige Bueckers. I like the court vision. I like the spatial awareness, knowing who's around you and what the right pass to make in this situation is. She doesn't slow it down, bring the ball back out. She keeps the play going. That is what you want from your floor general, someone who's going to be running your offense. I think the Dallas Wings are going to get better as they give the ball to Paige Bueckers more. I'm not trying to take the ball out of Enrique's hands because I think that Paige Bueckers is better than Enrique Gumbawale. I think Enrique Gumbawale just plays bad basketball. I don't think she plays winning basketball. She chucks up a lot of shots. I think she'll benefit from playing off of Paige Bueckers, kind of in the way that we have seen Kelsey Mitchell adjust to play off of Caitlin Clark. I just don't want Enrique Gumbawale to bring the ball up the court so much, because in this game when I was watching it, there was just a lot of times where she was just dribbling the ball too much, wasting shot clock, and every once in a while she'll make one of those shots. I mean, most of the time she'll make them, but they're just bad plays, and it's not winning basketball. Give the ball to Paige Bueckers. She's going to get everybody involved because she knows how to play winning basketball. Now, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Enrique Gumbawale gives the ball to Paige Bueckers in transition, who throws this pass up to Dejanay Carrington, who's in the right position. Paige Bueckers is not just looking for her own shot. She's looking for her teammates' shots. Now, Paige can score. We're going to get to that in this game. She has a great skill set, and you saw it on display here in the preseason, but Paige Bueckers is the kind of player who is looking for her teammates, which is why you want to give her the ball in transition. If you let Enrique Gumbawale keep the ball, Enrique's not going to be looking to pass it. She's going to be looking to shoot. She's going to come down the court and shoot this crazy shot. So you don't want that. You want the ball being in someone's hands who's going to make the right play at all times, and Paige Bueckers is going to do that. Paige Bueckers also needs to score, and she did her fair share of scoring in this game, and we're going to get to that, but you didn't see a lot of her shooting the ball off the catch, and a lot of the reason why is because when Paige Bueckers is kind of playing off ball, they're not looking for her, kind of like in this play where she's open in that wing position and they're not finding her right there. They need to be looking for her. Every single time Paige Bueckers gives up the ball, they need to be looking for her as a franchise. Everybody on the court, everybody on the bench needs to know that when Paige Bueckers gets open, you look for her, because that's when she's at her best. I don't know if you guys saw my video. It was a couple weeks ago I made on Paige Bueckers, but we talked about it then. Paige Bueckers is best when she is playing off ball. When she gets it off the catch, that is when she's at her scoring best. Also, when she comes off that screen and gets that mid-range jump shot, she's at her best. We're going to get to that in this video, but I think her best is when she's shooting off the catch, those three-point jump shots. That is what Paige Bueckers loves to do, but you're not seeing a whole lot of that from her in the 2 preseason games with the Dallas Wings because they're not finding her. So you need to see more of the Dallas Wing players finding her, and then you'll see it up from 15 points to maybe a 20-point game from Paige Bueckers. Now, this right here is skill, and this skill is why she was #1 in the WNBA draft. This is why she's so popular. This is why. It's because she has the ability to do this. She gives the ball up, she gets it back. She's seeing a whole lot of bodies down there, but she rises up over the defenders and hits this mid-range jump shot. Look, she was aggressive. She was getting her shots up in this game, and this is what I like to see. 8 shot attempts in 3 quarters is not too bad. Every single game in the WNBA for Paige Bueckers, I want to see her get up at least 12 shots. shots. That's what I want to see from Paige Bueckers, because she needs to shoot the ball. She has the skill. She is the #1 pick for a reason. She's in the starting lineup for a reason. Get up those shots, Paige Bueckers. I love to see her getting these up because she can make them. She is known for a mid-range jump shot. This is what I like to see. If she's not going to be getting the ball off the catch, she can still, shoot it off the dribble, get down low into the paint. We're going to see that more in this video as well. Now, Paige Bueckers doesn't touch the ball in this play, and I think she does need to touch the ball more. Her usage rate should be very high. She's a very good player. But I want you to look at the fact that she caused this bucket even though she doesn't even touch the ball. She kind of jerks in and then comes out, bringing that defender with her, which leaves the lane open for the player who's cutting. So even though she doesn't even touch the basketball, she kind of caused that play by her IQ. That was definitely on purpose. She didn't do that on accident. That was an on purpose thing. She has IQ. She sees the floor in the right way, which is why I think she needs to be running the point guard for this Dallas Wing team. Now, I want you to look at this next play. Off a rebound, instead of giving the ball to Paige Bueckers, Enrique brings it down the court, and there's just a whole lot of tomfoolery going on here. I don't know how we ended up with this shot. If you would have gave the ball to Paige Bueckers, I think you would have got a better shot, but it doesn't matter because Paige gets the rebound and gets it back up. You see her using her size. She's very big for a point guard. If you look at her, she looks like a small forward out there. She's very, very big for a point guard, so she's getting those offensive rebounds, getting those shots up in the paint. This is what you like to see from Paige Bueckers. We have talked about it on this channel before. Paige is not the biggest player. She's not very bulky. She is kind of slim, and she's also pretty injury prone, but you do like to see her going up and straight with it, because there are times where Paige Bueckers does dodge contact, trying to dodge injuries. You like to see her going up with it, but also staying healthy. As long as she can stay healthy, you are going to want to see her getting to the paint more, because she has size and she has the ability to make these layups. Now, this is more what I'm talking about with Enrique Agumbawale. She's just doing too much. Like, this is the kind of stuff she does, and it's exciting at times, but like, you shouldn't be almost traveling and then you shoot this shot too early in the shot clock. This just isn't a good shot, but Paige Bueckers does wound up with the rebound, and that is a sick pass down to Enrique Agumbawale, man. That is the floor general coming out of Paige Bueckers. That's a beautiful pass, a highlight reel. Paige Bueckers looked really, really good in this game. She looked like she was comfortable in her jersey. She looked like she was being herself out there, having no cares, no worries. She's having a good time playing her game. This is what you're going to want to see from Paige Bueckers. Play your game, be aggressive, know what you want, be decisive, don't defer, don't give the ball up and go sit in the corner. Like, play your game, but play your game wisely. Like, this is how you play. You're a pass first player. You don't shoot the ball all the time, but you also call your own number when you feel like you need to. That's what I saw a good mix of with Paige Bueckers in this game, which is why I think she has such a great performance. Now, this is what I love to see from Paige Bueckers. Off of rebound, she brings the ball up the court, but she slows it down. She's a player who likes getting to that mid-range spot, so she slows it down, comes off a couple screens, and then she shoots this very beautiful mid-range jump shot. She knows what she wants, and she's going for it. This is confidence. This is what I like to see. A big improvement from the first preseason game from Paige Bueckers. I love to see this. This is Paige Bueckers' game. Getting to that mid-range has always been her thing. She loves shooting those mid-range jump shots. She also loves shooting those three-point jump shots off the catch. You also like to see her get into the lane because she makes those shots periodically, but this is her game. I think she is a scoring guard. She likes to pass it as well. She's a floor general, but she is a scorer. So Paige Bueckers has to have the confidence to go to these shots, and if she does, she'll hit them. Now, this right here is IQ. Paige Bueckers gets the ball, comes off this screen. She notices that the defender is kind of perking at her, so she makes the pass to the bigger player down there. That's an easy assist. It's a simple pass, but she's not being selfish. Like, you want her to shoot her own shot, but don't be selfish. Pass the ball, be pass first, be a point guard like you're supposed to be. This is what I like to see. She's being decisive. She knows what she's trying to do. She wants to pass it when she wants to pass it. She wants to shoot it when she wants to shoot it. She could have shot this shot, but it was better to make the pass. That is what you like to see from your point guard. Now, even though you did see improvement from Paige Bueckers, you still want to see her furthermore improve on being aggressive. Like, right here, she's calling for a play, like right after the ball is inbounded. So she already has a set idea in her mind. But once you see this court, if you're Paige Bueckers, you should be like, you know what, instead of passing the ball to this big, let me call for a screen going to my left, because you have that entire left side of the court wide open. This is where Paige Bueckers should be attacking. I know you want to run the play, but as a floor general, you have to be willing to make that change and be like, you know what, no, I'm going to take a shot right here because I got the whole left side of the floor. If I call for a screen here and then I go to my left, I can have that whole wide open lane to go to work right here. So let me not pass the ball down to the big man, because why am I doing that? It doesn't make any sense. You have to be willing to adjust and be like, you know what, I'm going to be a leader on the court. If I see an opening, I'm going to attack that, even if we already had an idea of what we're going to do before the play happened. You have to be willing to adjust based on what the defense gives you, because you always want to take what the defense gives you. Now, look at this next play. Off a jump ball, Paige Bueckers ends up with it, and look at her with this clean, hezzy pass to defenders, getting to the lane. This is what I love to see, man. She looks really good out there. This is skill. This is why she's the #1 pick. You know, we've all had our concerns with Paige Bueckers. She's an up and down player. She has been that way ever since her injuries. But I do like to see her playing well, because when Paige Bueckers plays well, it's going to be good for the league. It's going to be good to grow the game. And if you're trying to see the WNBA get bigger, like all the WNBA players are saying, you need to see all of these young players playing at a very high level, improving their game. And Paige Bueckers looks really good right here, man. Now, I'm pretty sure we only saw this kind of play 2 times in this game, so the Dallas Wings need to go to it way more. This is where Paige Bueckers, in my opinion, is at her best. Getting the ball off the catch and shooting that 3-point jump shot, she's going to drill it. That is her at her best, man. She's amazing off the catch. You need to be looking for her. I only counted 2 times in this game where you saw Paige Bueckers shooting a shot off the catch. The first time she missed it, this time she made it. You need to see more of this from the Dallas Wings. They need to prioritize getting Paige Bueckers the ball when she's playing off ball, because if you look for her and you find her when she's open, she's going to drill it. And eventually defenses are not going to leave her. And when that happens, it's going to open up the game from everybody else. So just look for her when she's playing off ball, and look, Paige Bueckers is going to be amazing. But that is the last play I'm going to show from this game. There wasn't too much film to go off of. She only got up 8 shots. She did have 6 assists. There was some I didn't show because, you know, you're not playing competition, and some of these plays were just a little too easy. But you did get to see a glimpse of what Paige Bueckers is going to be doing on opening night. I am really excited to see Paige Bueckers play. I want to see a lot of these rookies in this new class play well. I want to see Sonya Citron play as well. I don't really care about who I cover. I just want to see players who are exciting. I won't cover you if you're not exciting. The WNBA is full of players who are not exciting. I want to see exciting players, so I want to see you perform. And Paige Bueckers is performing. I need to see her keep this going into the regular season. Be more aggressive, Paige Bueckers. She has skill, man. She has all the tools in her bag. You just have to have that go-getter mentality. Everybody has criticized Paige Bueckers about, you know, not having that dog in her. So you need to see her with that dog in her. Get to your spots and score. Her teammates are going to have to look for her, but I like the fact that she's making the right passes. She's being passive. She's not overdoing it, but she's also not underdoing it by being too passive. This was a good mix in this game. There's still improvements that can be made, but I liked what I saw from Paige Bueckers in this game. And yeah, more videos to come. I think I do want to make a video on Lexi Holt, so let me know if you guys want to see that video, because she did play really, really well in the 4th quarter of the game where the Indiana Fever played against the Atlanta Dream, so we might do a video on her. I was thinking about doing a video on Sonya Citron. I don't know if I'm ready for that yet, because, you know, you had that first preseason game. The second preseason game, Sonya only had 5 points, so you know, I don't know. I think I'm going to give it a second on Sonya. Let's see what she does on the opening, and maybe, just maybe, we'll make a video on her then. I don't think we're going to make a video on her just yet, though, as it is in the preseason, because she didn't give us enough for a full breakdown. But I think Sonya can be really good if she keeps it up. But let me know what you guys want to see. Give me some more ideas in the comment section. I'm going to get out of here, man. I hope you guys enjoyed. I certainly did. Peace out.